And when you look at purpose-driven through like the, as you said, ESG, right? Is what you say. So when you look at that, how do you balance that? How do you weigh that out? Because I gotta believe there's, some companies are very strong in one of those, and not maybe the other two, right, or 2 out of 3, let's say, or whatever. And when there's a culture in place with, of years of practice, hard to change some things, right? If somebody's super strong on one side, environmental, but they're just not that strong on the diversity side, that maybe they're trying to get there, but they're not close, right? How do you look at that?
I don't think they should be penalized. We shouldn't let perfect be the enemy of good. And I think it's important to know that this is a process, and success is always a process. But it's very important to define your values. So that's why defining your values is so critical. So we 3 here on this call could care about 3 different issue areas or topics, and that is okay. So we all might decide to invest in companies with different weightings of the E, the S, and the G. And we're going to live in that world for a while, I think probably for the next couple decades. I do think in the next 5 years, ESG screening, also known as SRI, socially responsible investing, will be mainstream. We've already had some large banks say that they will show them as default to their clients in their private banking segments. And so, lower dollar amount investors have plenty of access to ESG. So that will change. But I do think getting a company to be, 100% aware of all of its stakeholders, it will take time. It unfortunately might take a lot of situations that we as humans have to go through to make sure to shed light on the fact that they are important. I think one of the silver linings of COVID is that it has shown that all stakeholders matter. And so we luckily, for better, for much worse, but for better, we've got to accelerate a little bit of this thinking. And I think companies will do better going forward.